Okay, just read these verses. They are so beautiful. ASHTAVAKRA Gita is just out of the world. Ishvara, please read. Verse number 12 onwards, please. Pasyan sunvan spushan jiran asnan gunnan vadan vajan itani hiteir muktah mukta eva mahasayah nanindati nachastauti narushyati nakupyati nadadati nagrannati mukta sarvatra nirashah sanuragam striyam drushtva mrityumva samupastitam abhiyuvalamana swastah mukta eva mahasayah sanuragam striyam drushtva mrityumva samupastitam abhiyuvalamana swastah mukta eva mahasayah. These verses, if you really, as we read, if you appreciate, you shall be tongue-tied. Your mind cannot move. Because it's almost like a magic, a wonderment. The description, those simple words, they fit so much into the reality as it is. Even though we always say, and it is true, no words can ever describe anything in this creation. How do you describe the beauty of this flower, the fragrance of this flower, the softness of the petal, the size of it? How do you ever describe? Just think, how do you ever describe? Nothing like experiencing it as it is. The color, the softness, the fragrance, intoxicating. This video cannot videotape the fragrance of this flower. It can take the color, the sight, but it cannot videotape the touch, the sensations of various parts of it, the petals, the centerpiece, these little like serpent. It cannot. However, you can write a whole book, thousands of books on this, but the flower is its own best description. You are your best description. Understand? Nothing can beat you. Every word you use shall fall short of it. How do you describe immortality? Absolute freedom, absolute ecstasy, happiness, joy, love, freedom, all one and the same. There are many, many names, but the nameless is not described by any name, and it can swallow million more names. So you are your best description. No words can describe. Yet, when you come across these verses, literally like a word picture, which reminds me of myself, who I am. And of course, I, being the absolute freedom, consciousness that I am, even when no words are there, no thoughts are there, still I am with myself. That is where comes the absolute freedom about this knowledge. Such a sweet thing, eh? Every other memory is fragile. With the fragility of the memory, when the thoughts fade away, memories fade away, the incidents associated with those thoughts, those memories are forgotten once for all. Your best memories are forgotten. Your worst memories are forgotten. But you are not forgotten. Because you do not, are you getting that? You do not remember yourself because of a word. You do not exist because of a word. Your existence is not invoked by the presence of a thought. Therefore, it doesn't get dismissed by the absence of a thought. You are always there, with a thought, as much with a thought, that much without a thought. So that is the absolute freedom we enjoy in relation to self-knowledge. That is why the person remains ihita anihitei muktaha mahasaya. This person of great understanding, awareness of himself, free from effort and the absence of it. No struggle of any kind in life. Please appreciate, friends. To be the absolute happiness, there is no struggle of any kind. To be the contentment, fulfillment, satisfaction, there is no struggle of any kind. To remember a thought, there will be a struggle. To perceive something, there will be a struggle. To be the self, there is absolutely no struggle. Yesterday morning we were having a little class, just few people. I was describing something like this. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, experiencing everything in life, the wise man abides in himself, least dependent upon what is seen, heard, tasted, touched or smelled. That is where comes your sense of total calmness, repose, where you don't miss something, nor you crave for something. There is no craving for something, nor resisting something. Understand that line. Creation. Just think. I will share with you what yesterday told. Just see that. Think of the vastness of the creation. Okay? Just see that. You don't have to think it. You don't have to think about it. You can see the vastness of it, right? See the vastness of it. Because our eyes can reach beyond stars and galaxies. Stand in front of the ocean, miles and miles. The sun is rising. How far is the sun? Only 9 crore 30 lakh miles away, 930 million miles away. So, perception, think how vast it is. So, the vastness of the creation, the sounds of million kinds, the touches of million kinds, the tastes and smells and sights, so vast. In this perception, how many of us remember our eyes when we see the vastness. What is really overwhelming is not our eyes, but what the eyes observe. See that. Without the eyes, we cannot see anything. But we don't give importance to the eyes. We are lost in the observation of the whole creation. There are so many varieties of sounds. They can be heard only by the ears, but we have no attention towards the ear, only to the sounds. That is how a child falls into the water. The child is so excited about it, goes, looks at the water, what he sees, he falls into it. The human beings, all of us, when you come back home from a trip, you close your eyes and think of the whole memories. Have you ever sat down and thought of your eyes? Think, have you ever sat down and thought of your eyes because of which you saw everything? Nobody thinks about the eyes, nobody thinks about the ears, nobody thinks about the tongue. In the absence of the tongue, we can never taste anything. But the tastes are so overwhelming, the tongue is forgotten. Sights are so overwhelming, the eyes are forgotten. The sounds are so overwhelming, the ears are forgotten. The smells are so overwhelming, nose is forgotten. The touches are so overpowering, the skin, the body is forgotten. As in outside world, so also within. Listen carefully. The thoughts are so overwhelming, consciousness, yourself is forgotten. Think, friends, think. What is objects to the sense organs, the thoughts to consciousness. Please see. Which one is more important? The eyes or all that the eyes see? The ears or all that the ears hear? The tongue or all that the tongue tastes? The nose or all that the nose smells? The skin or all that the skin touches? How many of us focus on our physical body? In fact, for a sense perception or a sensation, people can kill themselves. Cannot stop eating, the body is dead. To touch something, taste something, smell something, see something, the person puts the entire physical body into total danger. The body can be destroyed. Think. Just for a sensation. Listen, friends, it's so beautiful. This physical body, how many square foot the body is? Land-wise, think of it, land-wise, how many square foot? Let us say you are 6 feet by 2 feet. Let us say you are 6 feet by 2. 12 square foot, right? For this 12 square foot real estate, take that language. This is 12 square foot real estate, because of which you are looking for the entire whole real estate of the universe is precious. Suppose this real estate is missing, nothing will mean anything. But what do we do? For half an inch of land with your brother, half an acre of land with your friend, for 1 acre or 10 acres or 20 acres, or if you go to collectively line of control between one country to another country, thousands and thousands of people can be killed and destroyed. What is the Second World War, First World War, Nazis, concentration camp. What did they do? Expansionist. More, more, more. For which sake? The physical body, please understand, the physical body which is the costliest of the real estate, right or wrong, sir? Can you possess a more costly real estate than your own physical body? 12 square foot, 6 feet by 2. I am taking for granted you are 6 feet by 2. Suppose you are 4 feet by 2, 8 square feet. 5 feet by 2, 10 square feet. Think of it. But 10 for this physical body. That is why Mother Earth always smiles. There is a Sanskrit verse, I don't remember the verse exactly. Mother Earth always smiles. Why? He says, these kings and emperors, these people in this world, those who are fighting over me to possess me, ultimately they come under me. You may be a king, emperor owning an empire, but you occupy same 6 feet by 2 feet land, not more than that. Your physical body, finished. Nobody can own this, own this earth. You cannot. So this is the costliest of the real estate you have. But for the sake of a house, brothers and brothers, husbands and wives, friends and friends, countrymen and countrymen. Understand? People can kill each other. Millions of people. Invaders, aggressors, conquerors. What does it mean? Think, friends. Which real estate is the most expensive? Your home, your 1,000 acres, million acres, or your physical body? Think. Please think. Please think. Not many people understand this. Because life is taken for granted. Go to a hospital, to a person who is almost dying. A fatal disease. The time is up, few days. Go to the hospitals. Even if you see people continuously dying, that sense doesn't get into us that one day I shall be dead. It doesn't come, that this body shall die. How desperate the person is to live for a second, 1 day more, 1 month more, 1 year more. Think, friends. And you shall exchange any of your possessions for that. Your entire bank balance can be written off. All the houses can be sold. Everything can be written off. Why? You are desperate for 1 year more. But physical body is already alive, so the costliest of the real estate. Think, friends. If you are looking for sensation, please observe. If you are looking for sensation, pleasure, what gives you the highest of the sensations? Think, friends. The most intense of the sensations. A sound, a smell, the taste, a sight, the touch, in your physical body itself, the best of the sensations already inherent. If the sensation from sound comes to the ears, for the sights, your eyes, for the smells, your nose, with the tongue, with the taste, your tongue is titillated, is touched, with the skin, the whole physical body gets the sensation. Think. The highest of the sensations, if you equate sensation with pleasure or happiness, is already inherent in your own physical body. You say you want the object, but you don't want the object. You want the sensation. Are you getting that point, please? These are all Tattvabodha classes, beginners classes. When you go to the hotel, to a restaurant, do you order food or taste? Be honest.
Taste.
Nobody orders food. I want taste. Be honest. Like a person one day was asked, there is a competition. They were selling soap, Sometimes they sell soap and they ask for the best line for the soap. What best line? So that you will get diamond. Suppose you will get a diamond, very precious diamond, maybe 2-3 lakhs of rupees. So you have to give the best line in praise of the soap. So many people gave many things, many lines they said. So one person came, they asked him, why do you think this soap is heavenly? This man says, because I love diamond. The soap is heavenly because I love the diamond. Honest fellow. Because you are not interested in giving a slogan for the soap. You are interested in gaining the diamond. So that is why even though you don't want to use the soap, you shall talk nonsense about the soap because you are interested in the diamond. Whatever things you want in life, why do you want it? Oh, I like that music. Is it music sake? Sensation. I love that food. Food sake? Sensation. If it is for food's sake, for satisfying your hunger, any food will do, right? To satisfy your hunger, which food you should eat? Is there any food written in the restaurant when you go to the shopping center, written food that satisfies the hunger? Any food will satisfy the hunger. Hunger of the stomach. But any food will not satisfy the hunger of the mind. Because you want a particular taste. Understand? So the highest sensation is already given in the physical body. The best real estate is already in relation to physical body. The best house in the universe. What is the best house? Deha Devalaya Prokta. This physical body is a temple, a house. What is the best house? If you are building a palace or a small hutment, it is only for this house. Suppose your body is going to go, which house you shall contemplate upon? Think. Why am I telling friends? Is unconsciously, unfortunately, our whole mind is dissipated in million different directions. Understand the importance of your being yourself. Long before you appreciate being attempt to be or struggle to be somebody else, first be the self. I told you the other day. Are you interested in being the self? Are you interested in being or being somebody? Being something. Just go step by step. Your physical body is the ultimate. In this physical universe, between the body and the universe in reality, I have nothing to choose. Body is most important, because in the absence of my body, the creation will mean nothing to me. Right or wrong? In the absence of my own body, will the creation mean anything to us? Nothing. So physical body, so nice. Yet, the best part of it is, the body by itself does not enjoy anything. Body has no sense of being alive. Body has no sense of growing. Body has no sense of dying. Body is not afraid of death nor excited about living. Understand? The finest speech doesn't come from the tongue. The best music doesn't come from the tongue. The best painting doesn't come from your hand. There is something else, mind, the thought. Listen carefully. But there again we have been very vague, that thoughts are the one which knowing everything. Listen carefully and please see this, friend. Because anytime somebody asks, do you see this flower? Yes. With what do you see your flower? With what do you see the flower? Eyes. How do the eyes see? Mind. Watch out. This is a vague statement. If mind is a thought, listen carefully. If the mind means thoughts, thoughts do not see anything. Thoughts are the product of a seeing. You see the flower, a thought is produced. How can the thought see the flower? Are you getting that point, please? You do not see anything with your mind. Means thoughts. Please see. You are seeing this flower. Observe. You are seeing this flower. You are listening to my sound. You are seeing this flower. You are listening to the sound, listening to the speech. When you see this flower, a thought is gathered, a thought of the flower comes. When you listen to the speech, the thought is also picked up. Listen to the birds, that is picked up. Taste something, the taste is picked up, that's also a thought. There are 5 different types of thoughts. Thoughts of sound, thoughts of touch, thoughts of smell, thoughts of sight, thoughts of taste, thoughts that can be the sound, the touch, the sight, the taste, the smell. Different types of thoughts are there. But these thoughts cannot be seen by your eyes. Can your thought be seen in your eyes? Can they be heard by your ears? Can they be touched by your skin? Smelt by your nose? Tasted by your tongue? Intangible. Understand? Intangible. Those thoughts. Your thoughts, listen carefully. Your thoughts, do you see them like eyes seeing the object? Or you know them? Do you understand the difference? In Oriya it is very nice, in Hindi also. In Tamil, if I can help you, see, there is one thing. Eyes see. The Oriya we say, आँखी देखे, आँख देखता है. Do you मन जाने, you understand? मुँह जाने. Do you know your thoughts? Are you conscious of your thoughts, or you see your thought? Are you conscious of your thought, or you hear your thought? Huh? Are you conscious of your taste, the memory of the taste, or you taste your thought? You are conscious. The eyes are not conscious of the flower. Eyes see the flower. Are you getting that? You see the difference? Eyes Eyes are not conscious. Eyes only see. It's a perception. It's not consciousness. Eyes see. That is why eyes don't see. You are conscious, be unconscious. The eye of the eyes have no eyelids. Eyes see, ears hear. But you are conscious, listen carefully, you are conscious of the thoughts. You are also conscious that the eyes see, and the eyes do not see, you are also conscious. That is why a blind man is as conscious as even a man with eyes. A deaf person is as much conscious as even a person who can hear. Consciousness universal, in whose presence all the thoughts are known. So as even between your eyes and what all the eyes see, eyes are very, very important. Between the ears and all that the ears hear, ears are very important. Or coming back to totality, between the physical body, this real estate, and the entire universe, body is very important. Consciousness, in whose presence you are aware of all your thoughts, entire memories, you are more precious than the thoughts that come. That is why memories fade away, you can still survive. Consciousness. Understand how beautiful it is? Do you understand? See the importance of this wisdom. That is why in Vedanta, the Upanishads, nobody can give you anything. In this teaching is so beautiful because the teachers teach you how the teaching is not required, a teacher is not required. You withdraw. Yesterday I was reading a book, somebody has written, why I am not a Hindu? Because the person is, comes heavily on the caste system and poor thing, naturally, poor thing means he has been in a startup society where he has been always untouched, untouchable and all that stuff. So he says, I am not a Hindu and all that stuff. That is out of frustration. But if you ask a person, why am I not a Hindu? Because it tells me, I am not a Hindu, I am the Brahman, the Absolute. It doesn't understand. I am not a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew or man or a woman. I am the Absolute. Why am I not a Hindu or not a man, not a woman, not a Christian, not a believer, not a non-believer? Because I am the Absolute. You understand what a beauty? Which is universal. Which is universal. Who you are is most important. Think. All the memories that are there, fragile, they can go away. So the thoughts do not help, listen, the thoughts do not help the eyes to see. So with what do you see your objects? With my eyes. How do the eyes see? Not with the thoughts, but you are with yourself, the eye of the eye, consciousness. Listen carefully. Thus we can see four things. The physical universe as it is, no problem. Please see the beauty. If you don't understand, raise your hand, I will explain it again. The physical universe as it is, no conflict, beauty. Consciousness as it is, no problem, beautiful. That is something formless and the form, nameless and the names, always existing. Only when the physical body comes in the scene, the body comes in, listen carefully, the body comes in, In the presence of the consciousness, everything is observed. That is why a child, long before he gathers the thought, first he gathers perception. Are you getting that point, please? Do you pick up thoughts first or perception first? Perception. Understand the feeling. You see the beauty? Just see. The existence is perennial, eternal. If today this star will collapse, this earth will collapse, there will be other stars, other collapse, you don't know. There are trillions and trillions of stars. Wherever life is continuing, the principle will be same. Whether you are a human being on the earth or a living being in any planet or any planet of the universe, conflict will be same, principle shall be same. The moment a body comes in, please, the moment a body comes in, perception begins. When the perception begins, thoughts are created. Listen, please, the thoughts are created. Now you are conscious of the thought. First, in your perception, there is no choice. You saw something, thought. Heard something, thought. Taste something, thought. First taste, listen, first smell is, suppose you saw this flower, oh nice, thought is coming. Smell it, beautiful smell, nice. Eat some fruit, like a mango, you eat it, fruit, first mango, oh, it's nice. Then the next time, what happens is, when the thought comes up, I want that mango. Are you getting that point, please? When the thought comes up, next time, the first experience is because object is available. The second experience is your choice. Are you getting that point, please? What do you want? Now you search for your memories. What do you want? To a child, you don't say, what do you want? You just give, right? To a child, you just give. The child has no choice. You give him. And whatever is tasted nice, remains in the head. Good sensation. Touching the mother all the time, wants mother. Eating certain type of food, wants that food, because that thought is coming up. Listen carefully. You are conscious. So when the physical body comes up, the thoughts also rise. And then I thought comes up. Because the I chooses. I want this, I want that. At thought level. Who is choosing? Consciousness doesn't choose. Listen carefully. Like eyes do not choose. Eyes see. Does the eye choose? Ears choose. Tongue chooses. Body chooses. Listen carefully. Even this word, I see, doesn't come from the mouth. Like your tongue, understand, doesn't produce music, your tongue doesn't produce the speech. Thought comes, conscious, the thought comes. I want it, I like this. The food comes, suppose, I like the chocolate. So take the tongue to the chocolate. Take the body to the chocolate. The tongue will taste it. So everything begins there only, the I thought. So the problems, understand, is not in the creation, not in the consciousness, not in the physical body, not in the thoughts. The I thought comes up and chooses. I like it, I don't like it. This is why the I, ahankara, the I. When you appreciate The meaning of this word I, because to say, listen carefully, to be conscious, I don't have to say I am conscious. As mean to see, I don't have to say I see, to see. You don't have to think, I am conscious, to be conscious. Yet, functional, to choose, okay, I choose. It's like telling, I am hungry. When you say I am hungry, you know the body is hungry. I am consciousness, but I am giving a statement, I am hungry. Like that, I am alive. Body is alive. I am eternal, but I am alive. It is more communication. Are you getting that point, please? It's a functional I. When you see these things clearly, sit down and observe for yourself. The whole creation is so beautiful, exotic. Physical body. In its presence, you see everything. Sense organs. It happens in the presence of awareness, consciousness that you are. So because of the perception, thoughts take place. You are conscious. Thus, see a statement. Thus, just to be conscious of the physical universe, you need the physical body. Listen. To be consciousness, you don't need a body. To be conscious, you need a body. You understand the difference? Do you understand the difference? To be the consciousness, I don't need a body. To be conscious, I need a body. There is a beautiful Iranian story goes. In Iran, there is a great king, Caliph, and he had wedded to one of the most beautiful women on the earth. That is the story. But it so happened the young lady died. The king could not take it. He just could not take it. They want to bury her, he will not allow. So I asked her to dress her up nicely, and he created a glass sarcophagus, like a glass thing, like a burial, they created, but made out of glass, and she was laid down there with all the fineries, with her face visible, kept it by her bedside, by his bedside. That was kept. And the king will not go to the court, he will not listen to anything, he is always there. Yes. In time, in another 1 day, 2 days, dead body, how long can it last? Huh? The sweating started, this started, then stinking started. After some time, the servants also could not go there, but the king doesn't mind. So they knew what to do. At one time, the stench becomes so unbearable, the king himself fainted. When he fainted, they took him out. Because he king, you don't take him out without his permission. He fainted. When he fainted, they took him out and left him in the rose garden. A gentle breeze and everything, and treatment and bath and everything. He wakes up to the fragrance of the rose. So nice. Then he suddenly remembers, what is that? Then when he comes, he sees, oh no, cannot stay there anymore. But he sees beautiful fragrance of the rose. So he went to the garden, picked up the best of the roses, cut it, placed it on the sarcophagus and asked people, bury it. The symbol of beauty and the fragrance, put it there, listen carefully. Fragrance doesn't need a flower, but to be fragrant, a flower is needed. Beauty, intangible. Beautiful, a form is needed. Music doesn't need anything for its existence. An instrument is needed for the music to manifest. To be consciousness, you don't need a mind, you don't need a body, you don't need anything. To be the consciousness, you don't need anything. To be conscious, you need a body and a mind. To be consciousness is to be the happiness. To be the happiness, you don't need any sensation. To be happy and to have a happy sensation, comfortable sensation or uncomfortable sensation, you need a body. Understand? Therefore, when a person thus sees himself as he is, like the king, with all love, allowed the body of the beloved to be buried with a symbol which was a symbol of the beauty and fragrance. Same thing also. Please listen carefully. Do not keep your memories in a sarcophagus and worship it throughout your life. Your memories are dead things. Don't keep it in a sarcophagus, something like in a tomb, and worship and be with every day. It will stink. In a sense, they shall disappear. If you stick to it, you are trying to make the past linger, but the present is so overwhelming, the past shall be lost. You understand? Most people live with the memories. The moment you close your eyes, what do you encounter? Thoughts. Thoughts are present or past? Past. Why is it a past? In relation to you, the presence, the consciousness, everything is a past. You remain ever the same. That is why one who sees this, Ishvara, na iya na aniya, there is no chesta, there is no struggle of any kind. There is no struggle or no struggle. Na nindati, na cha stauti, na rushyati, na cha kupyati. This person doesn't go through any pairs of opposites anymore. Just be. Can you consciously experience everything in life? Then choose your emotions if you like. Understand? The child is excited because he lives in the present. Listen carefully. The child is excited because he lives in the present. Therefore, when adults will be worried sitting in the drawing room, husband is worried, wife is worried, brothers are worried. The child is moving from place to place, place to place, place to place. Child is least worried. The child doesn't know what is happening inside the house. Father can be lying dead. The 1-year-old will be in the dead body of the father walking, going there. He doesn't know that the father is dead or the mother is dead. Adults are all worried, crying, miserable. The child, going there. Think. The child is constantly living in the present, of course unconsciously. The child is not living in the present. The child is not living in the past. He is not living in the past. He is not living in present, but he is not living in the past. Are you getting that? Neither is living in future. The child is not living in the past, not living in the future, but he is not living in the present because he has no sense of living or not living. The adult live in the past or in the future, rarely in the present. The adults will be living either in the past or in the future. What it was or what it should be, not what it is. That is adult. What it was or what it should be. Ignorant adult. The wise one, the person who sees himself, he lives in the presence, not in the present or past or the future. He lives in the presence. Himself is the existence, the consciousness, all the time. Therefore, past is as beautiful as even the present is, as even the future is. Therefore, na nindati, na stauti. Neither he hates something, nor he praises something. Neither he craves for something, nor there is resistance for something. Is the presence. Absolute happiness. The king learnt it. To be the beauty and to the fragrance, you don't need a form. To be beautiful, you need a form. And that form will not last. To be consciousness, you don't need anything. To be conscious, you need a form. And once you are the consciousness, now you are conscious of what? Relative sensations. Painful, pleasant. Emotions, relative emotions, anger, hatred, jealousy, kindness, compassion. Understand? But you don't crave for anything. Na nindati, na chastauti. Na rushyati, na kupyati. Neither rushyati, there is no elation. Oh, this happened so nice. Kupyati, I'm so angry that this happened. There is no roller coaster ride. And such a person, if he goes through a roller coaster ride of life also, he becomes like the water. The water is not disturbed in the rising waves. The water is safe. The water never breaks. Na dadati na grunati mukta sarvatra nirasa. This such a person, mukta, free within himself. Na dadati na grunati. While giving, he doesn't have a sense of giving. While receiving, he has no sense of receiving. Are you getting that? Not that he never gives, never receives. In the human world, you have to live a life. While receiving, he doesn't have a sense of receiving. Nor while giving, he has a sense of giving. I give because I can give. I receive because I can receive. If you give me, I receive. If you don't, I don't ask. I give because I can give. If I can't give, I can't give. Beautiful. You understand? Mukta. Sarvatra nirasa. There is no more any sense of frustration or elation. He means happy with himself because the whole arrangement is like that. Please, you see that being with yourself. That is why meditation. The whole creation is there. Make your body sit down there. Observe. The sense objects do not impose themselves on you. The crow they are singing is not imposing itself upon us. So many birds. Feel that. Physical body and physical universe, amazing arrangement. Body doesn't resist the passage of time, neither the time targets the body. Everything happens at the level of the mind. There also it doesn't happen at the level of the mind. You think it is happening. Because what is your mind? All memories. And thought by themselves are not conscious. Just like the crow doesn't sing to entertain us or to torment us. A thought doesn't come to torment or to entertain. Who is there to be tormented or to be entertained? You are consciousness. But when I thought comes up, why this thought is coming? Now you feel tormented. The thought doesn't torment your expectations. I thought, are you getting that point, please? It doesn't get affected by the thought, elated or depressed. Just a thought is a memory. How many memories are still lingering, disappearing? When the I is not there, you are just consciousness. Finished. Therefore, since the thought, since the thoughts do not push you because you are not there to be pushed. Listen, when this I thought is not there to be pushed, you don't push your sense organ to the object of the thought. Suppose the thought is of gold. I like this gold. Therefore, I shall push this body to the gold. But since I don't have such need, I am happy with myself. It's up to me for my survival. If it is needed, fantastic. Not needed, fantastic. With the list of the things, you are the emperor of the emperors. That is why in this tradition, the sadhus are addressed as Maharaj. Maharaj means what? Emperor, Maharaja, king of the kings. And what is their address? Tree number 22. The fellow lives under a tree. A piece of a cloth. Maharaj. Mahatma. Mahatma is not a title. Everybody is a Mahatma. When you discover the truth in yourself, you are a Mahatma. Consciousness. Mahan Atma. Mahan cha chu Atma cha. It is bigger than the biggest. And that happens to myself like anybody else. Therefore, since the thoughts are innocent, they don't push. There is no question of body being pushed into the object. Are you getting that right? If you choose to take the body to the object, choice is yours. You are accepting the result as it is. What a life, huh? It's like deeply satisfied. You have no hunger. Listen carefully. You have no hunger. It's a desert. What is desert? Deserts are what? Deserts are a luxury. Main course is very important because it must satisfy the hunger. Deserts are all optional. Very many millions of deserts are there. Choice is yours to take or not to take, because you are no more hungry. For a wise person, the entire universe is a huge spread out of deserts. Huge spread out. Which one you want? Sound? Which sound? Touch? Which touch? Taste? Which taste? Smell? What smell? Taste? Which taste? Take it if you want it. Don't want, doesn't matter. But this, don't say, why such a big desert? Hey, because you don't want to eat, that does not mean desert will not be there. You take what you want. But these people, suffering people, I'm not going to eat the desert. Why are they eating? And what is your problem? You are not eating because, listen, if you are not eating because you are satisfied and you are not eating, you don't worry about other people. But you are not eating because you want to prove a point that how you can fast. Therefore, anybody feasting is depraved in your eyes. When you are a satisfied, happy, contented person, it makes no difference to you. The whole universe is a desert. Therefore, no rushyati, no kupyati. Neither feels great about it, nor feels affected about it. And he gives you the example. Sanuragam striyam drushtva mrityumba samupasthitam avivalamana swastaha mukta eva mahase. See the example of a desert. How, in a sense, the two extreme situations, most painful and most pleasant. Most painful, most pleasant. Sanuragam striyam drushtva. Looking at a woman. The example is looking at a woman. Woman also can think of it looking at a man. Okay, both ways. Sanuragam striyam drushtva. Look. Looking at a woman. What type of woman? Not any woman. Huh? There are millions of women in the world, millions of men in the world. It makes no difference to you. One who loves you. One who wants you. Sa anuraga. Anuraga is a very beautiful word in Sanskrit. Who really makes it very clear to you that she wants you. Anuraga. She is ready to give herself to you. Anuraga. Understand? You may love a woman, but the woman may not want you. A woman may love a man, but the man doesn't want. Why this example is given? Because in the parlance of the pleasure and satisfaction and contentment, this is the ultimate. Why? Because I can tell the flower, oh, flower is so beautiful you are, so nice, such petals, so beautiful. Will the flower say, oh, enough, don't talk like that. Will it respond? The flower will not respond. Beautiful sunrise, when the sunrise blushes. Oh, cuckoo, your cuckoo is such a beautiful singer, such lovely music. The cuckoo sings a little more, 10 minutes, right? When you talk to a musician, man or woman, oh, you sing so nicely. Oh, you cook so well, man or woman, doesn't matter. People, there is a response, enthusiastic response to the appreciation. You say your dog, very sweet. The dog also responds. But still it has its limits. Whereas woman, man or woman, think. You say you are nice, you are beautiful, and she also accepts the compliment. She says you are wonderful, ready, you are accepting compliment. Sanuragam striyam drushtva. Looking at a woman, a willing, loving woman, a willing, loving man, ultimate. in physical relationship. Listen here. And the worst is what? Mrityumva samupastitam. The other side is death. Forget another body appreciating your body. Now this body is going to die. The worst thing that can happen. Are you getting that? These are the two extremes of a situation. Highest of the physical pleasures, understand, or the worst of the physical loss. What is the worst of the loss? What is the worst physical loss in the world? Not the loss of an empire. Not even the loss of your so-called lover and beloved. Because soon you will forget and go for another. It happens in life. Think of it. Body. So now the mrityum samupastitam, the death stands in front of you. What type of death? It can be death of the body, and that is the ultimate. Is any other death you can survive. Yesterday, one of the richest man in India was put into jail, police custody. You saw that French man who owns the fighter jet company, and the 89-year-old tycoon, jail, was taken up. It doesn't matter because people say, this fellow has gone to jail. But today, now when everybody is, for every little thing is going to jail, suddenly it is no more a shame to go to jail. Why? Everybody is going. Many people are not going to jail anymore. Right? False case in a household. False case, the daughter-in-law puts up, the father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, the entire family has gone to jail now. How many ministers, how many politicians, just a false case. Yeah, but there can be true cases, there can be false cases. What I am telling you is, to go to a jail, to go to something is no more a, like at one time being divorced was a taboo. At one time, if you are thinking of divorce, not in our family, never in our family. Wait. In European countries, divorce rate has completely gone down. Nobody marries. They just stay together. They just live together. So divorce rate has completely gone down. No problem. At one time, living with somebody is living in sin, some religious language. Now when you want to bring the divorce rate down, just don't get married. Just live together, no problem. One solution, right? Hey, I'm not into that, just think of it. The worst suffering. Your image, he was the richest man, and blown out. Powerful politician, where the jail? Top religious leader, going to this jail. The image can die. Understand, friends? Still, physically, you are alive. You can change it all. If a chance is given, like one person I knew, listen here, one person I knew, very small man, very small person, but a false case was put into him, so he was put into the jail. Custody, not anything, just jail custody, for a few days. Naturally everybody, poor thing has gone to jail and all this stuff. I knew the person, I sent him a message. Make best use of the place in your jail. When you are there in the custody, make the best use of it. Very rarely you get a chance to go to jail, to meet the prisoners. I have gone to jail in London, 2 open jails we went together. Non-NGO says, Swamiji, will you visit the prisoners? I said, I gave satsang to few people there. So you go to, because the people, they stayed there. A simple crime, nobody to take the bail. A simple, what is the crime? This man was telling, one person has just stolen a shirt. So they was caught up, was caught. 7 months he is still there, nobody is coming for bail, he is still there. How many people will be like that all around the world? Huh? Millions of people will be there like that. I said, you have got a chance to go there. Share this knowledge a little. So he was giving satsang, singing bhajans. There's a Christian group, there's a Muslim group, there's a Hindu group. You are going with everybody, doing chanting with everybody, singing with everybody. The day, of course, after 7 or 10, 15 days, he was given a jeep bail. When he was coming out, first, when he phoned up, Swamiji, I am out today. I said, good. My first question to you, did the inmates cry when you left? He cried. He said, yes. Because he did not go there as a big man or a holy man or nonsense. No. Be with them, share their life. At least they got a glimpse of what is going on. So he would change the jail into ashram. You don't go there, sit down and be miserable. Like Gandhi wrote books, my autograph, my experiment with the truth. He wrote in jail. So the worst death is not the death of business, a lover or beloved, a husband or wife, image. The physical body goes, everything is gone once for all. No chance anymore to correct anything, right? So, mrityumba samupasthitam. So, extremes of pleasure. You love somebody who loves you. That is the time individuality is forgotten. That is why people fall in love. Why? Because I am not there. By losing yourself, you are promised the highest of the pleasure. Here, you lose your body, the worst of the disasters. See that? The body is going to die away. I am not ready for it. Oof, what a fear. Both, which is a moment of absolute joy for an ordinary person, or absolute fear for an ordinary person. Aviyuhala mana swastaha mukta eva mahasaya. A person, such a mahasaya, one who was free from all these notions of death and life and pain and pleasure. Swastaha, swasmin tishtati, existing, abiding in himself. Aviyuhala mana, the mind, no biyuhalata. Biyuhalata means no ups and downs. Aviyuhala, no biyuhala. There is no ups and downs. No shoka, no moha, no grief. No. Passing, pass. The child lives not in the present. The adult lives in the past or in the future. The wise one in the presence. Therefore, anything that comes and goes makes no difference to you. Yet you deal with the situation as it is. Read. How? Next. Sukhe dukkhe nare naryam sampatsu vipatsu cha vishesho naiva dhirasya sarvatra samadarsinah nahimsa naiva karunyam naudhatyam nacha dīnata naścaryam naiva chakshobha chīna samsarane naraha. Very beautiful. I think we can finish it. Very beautiful it is. We are saying, the principle is when you are thus being yourself, sukhe, dukkhe, nare, naryam, sampatsu, vipatsu, Dhirasya naiva visheshaha sarvatra samadarshina. Dhirasya. Dhira means what? Dhira, dhim, buddhim, vishayebhya rati pratigranati iti dhiraha. Dhira is a person who is a wise man, who is capable of withdrawing the senses, withdrawing his buddhi from the sense organs, sense objects at will. Dhira. Like the example of the given in Bhagavad Gita, like the turtle. Yada sammarate chayam kurvongani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyarthebhya tasya prajna pratisthita. Hey Arjuna, know him to be a sthita prajna, a wise person who moves like a who? Turtle. The turtle carries his shell of security. He is always in the secured shell. Therefore, data? No, moves about. Very secure, yet moving about. And when the hands, that both the four legs are out, face is out, tail is out, he is moving. But all the time feeling secured. Why? Listen to the example, so beautiful. The moment he senses a danger, how effortlessly withdraws. Are you getting your point? Suppose you say, wise man, always with himself, never sees anything in the world, then what is the question of withdrawing? Withdrawal presupposes involvement. To withdraw, you must be involved, no? How do you withdraw? So withdrawal presupposes involvement, happy involvement and happy withdrawal. Secured in himself, the turtle moves about. Moment sees a sense of danger, comes back, no problem. Same thing also the wise man. Swastaha, abiding in himself, dhiraha, such a person, happy with himself, conscious in himself, love with himself. Oof. All these are words, being with himself. Okay? Now he is living with the body, mind and the sense organs. So when he is, listen carefully, when he is living with this world, with the sense objects, body, sense organs, thought, has he moved away of consciousness? No, he is always the consciousness, but physically with the world. So physically withdraw. Physically you can withdraw. In consciousness there is no withdrawal and involvement. Are you getting that? All pervasive cannot withdraw. Withdraw from what? Cannot involve. Involve with what? There is nothing other than itself. You understand the beauty? But as though moving with the body. So I say, will you take this flower? No, thank you. Give me this flower, take it. Very conscious involvement and very conscious withdrawal. Listen carefully. The sense organ, the legs and the hand, for the turtle, the legs and the tail and the head, is extended, withdrawn. The shell is always there. Consciousness is always there. Suppose you are with yourself, you are with the thought, your body, and the creation as it is. What is there to withdraw? You are always there. But you have not opened the eyes, you are moving in the world, interacting with the creation. Now somebody says, no, you should not do that. Or, day comes to an end. Okay, day comes to an end, go to sleep. No, I have to create a day in the night and then enjoy. Understand? The thoughts are there. You are writing something, thinking about something, creating something. It's not there, it doesn't matter. This is something, your state of being is something can be talked about. Cannot be talked. Because person who doesn't know this, he'll always misunderstand. You are doing it, he shall say, oh, the fellow is also involved in the world. Yeah, how do you know? Suppose you withdraw, so he is now withdrawing himself from the world. When did I involve to withdraw? Or when did I withdraw to involve? I am all pervasive in and through everything. Physically involved, physically no more. Eyes seeing, eyes no more. Thoughts are beautiful, now it's okay. What is there to think about? Such a person, sukhe, dukhe, comforting situation, uncomfortable situations, sama. Nare, nariyam, the man or a woman, sama. Sampatsu, vipatsu, prosperity, adversity, samam. See. Deal with prosperity, deal with adversity. Not that mosquito biting is as wonderful as somebody patting me. Mosquito and the fellow, one and the same. No, not that, it's not literal. Like beautifully Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gaviyastini sunichaiva supageja pandita samadarshina. Pandita means what? Panda brahma vidyasi asti. One who is awakened to himself, whether he is Vidya vinaya sampanna brahmane, in the presence of a person who knows Brahman, the absolute, highly learned, highly endowed, or Gavi, in the presence of a cow, Hasti, elephant, Suni, dog, Swapacha, one who eats dog. It doesn't matter. Everybody has his own place. Which one is better? The deer was drinking water. Then he saw the reflection of his horns and admiring it. Wow, God, you are so kind. You have given me the best of the horns in this universe. So beautiful. Poetry. It's such a lovely corpse. God, you are so sweet. That is the time a tiger started roaring at a distance. Now the deer started running away like a lightning, speeding away. As he was admiring his horns, he was looking at his leg also. What type of stupid leg you have given me? So thin. I'm not a leggy animal. Only beautiful horns, but stupid leg. Then when the tiger roared, he ran like a lightning. As he was running, the horn got entangled in the creeper. He said, God, what type of stupid horn you have given me, and powerful leg and stupid horn. Yes. Horn is stupid or which is good or bad? Both have their place. A man was sleeping under a banyan tree, and then before falling asleep he was looking at everything, and he saw on the nearby the field they have got melons. And then he was looking at the tree also. Then he said, well, God has no sense of proportion. Look at this fancy little creeper, little thin creeper with so huge melon. And look at the huge banyan, small fruits. God has no sense of proportion. He goes to sleep. Then he wakes up with one. He wakes up when the fruit fell from his nose. From the tree, the birds were eating that ripe banyan fruits. Fell on his nose. He woke up with enlightenment. Suppose the fruit would have been the size of the tree. If the fruit would have been proportion to the size of the tree, what would happen? It was smashed in. What comes in life? Think. Everything is fine in its own place. The people who don't understand it, they say, they should have been like that, should have been like that. Whatever should have been, you would have found a mistake there also. Just think, all your dreams fulfilled, whatever your dreams fulfilled, do you remain static? Suppose, I wish I got 5,000 rupees more salary, it would be nice. You got 5,000. Do you feel happy? One day. 7,000 I should have asked. 7,000 you got? 10,000 I should have asked. Have you ever remained satisfied? Why? Because you are essentially being ignorant and dissatisfied. Your dissatisfaction will continue. When you are essentially satisfied, your satisfaction will continue. When you are satisfied with 1 rupee with 1 million rupees. When you are dissatisfied with 1, dissatisfied with 1 million, with also billion. When you are happy with 1 as well as 1 million. When you are unhappy with 1 and unhappy with 1 trillion. So Narayana, some adversity or prosperity, sarvatra sam. So Vidya, Vinaya, Brahmana, Gavisti, it doesn't matter. Cow is a cow. It has a place. Elephant is an elephant. It has a place. Wise man is a place. You don't say, wise man is better than cow. What will do? Cow is same as the elephant. So sometimes you cow's milk, sometimes elephant milk. So dog is as wonderful as the wise man. So sometimes learn from the dog, let the dog speak. Right? Hey, the dog is dog. The wise is wise. The stupid is stupid. Everything has one. That is why you don't mix up with people. See, suppose one person behaves stupid at one time. Shall we say he is always stupid? No good. Maybe 10 things he is doing wrong. There are 20 things he is doing right. Somebody might have done 20 things right, but there are 5 things he is wrong. Vyasa talks to Kunti in Mahabharata. Never there was a Kunti, he says, do not ever think there is one person in life who has got 100% all good actions. There may be one thing which will be not good. And don't think a person is 100% criminal. There will be one act of kindness in his life also. Understand? So see that very clearly. Acceptance. Dhirasya sarvatra samadarshana. Na hinsa naiva karunyam. Na audhatyam na cha deenata. Na hinsa, no jealousy. Jealousy comes from comparison. Wherever there is a comparable dimension, there is a possibility of comparability, that time you shall be jealous. If what gives you power is your wealth, somebody is more wealthy will make you feel jealous. Somebody is less wealthy will make you feel arrogant. Hinsa, listen, audhatya. Audhatya means arrogance. My physical body, very strong, very wonderful, very wonderful. Others, useless. Ayo, karunyam. Karunyam means compassion, sympathizing. You know why people sympathize? Pava. You say, look at Pava, poor thing. What is a poor thing? Makes you feel superior. When people say, Pava, poor thing, for a second you have assumed a little superior position. That is why everybody likes to be compassionate. He is such a fool, meaning I am not. You have a sense of superiority. You are neither jealous, nor you have a sense of inferiority. or a superiority. You do because it can be done. Just like nature. The nature doesn't direct a cyclone, nor next, after one cyclone passing, there one forgiveness, sorry, another breeze passes, right? One cyclone passes, boom, 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 blast. Then another breeze comes, now, sorry. The nature never says sorry. It just moves. Understand? You have no sense of superiority or inferiority. You don't give anybody a sense of inferiority. If somebody gets a sense of inferiority, you can't help it. But you don't invoke a sense of superiority or inferiority. And if you are a person, you are playing it up in a sense, you make somebody feel he is superior. Think, who is superior? A person who lets you win a game, who is the winner? When somebody lets you win a game, that person is the winner, not you. If somebody makes you feel superior, who is superior? A person who can make you feel inferior, who is superior? The other person. Because he makes you feel superior, no. Suppose if nobody can make you feel inferior, who is superior? Understand? Now, you have a dimension in yourself, you don't make anybody feel inferior or superior. Na vardhate na cha kanyam. Nobody is superior to nobody, nobody is inferior to nobody. What a dimension. That is why it becomes so beautiful. Everybody and everything, you accept it exactly as it is. Absolute socialism. Total communism, socialism. Where everybody is only, understand, socialism is a beautiful principle in the absolute. A relative world, you cannot have same type of house, same type of car. You can have same type of house, same type of car, but can you have same type of body? Can you have same type of body? Everybody must be 15 and not 14 and 25. What nonsense. Everybody should have same type of mind. Impossible. Mind will change. But if one place where you shall everybody have same type of faith, impossible. But the self is absolute socialism. Na ascharyam naiva cha kshobha. Neither the fellow is surprised, nor there is a sense of grief, because everything is possible in infinity dimension. Iti China samsmarana sansarane nare. China sansarane nare, China sansarane sati. When there is the person who is thus, China sansarana, no more with the samsara, no more with the moving, changing universe, but he abides in the immobile, changeless self. Therefore, everything is beauty. Everything is beauty. No reactions, no retaliations, no helplessness either. Just because you don't react, don't retaliate, that does not mean there is a sense of frustration or helplessness. No, you are absolutely strong with yourself. Just like space, you stay there. With the massive cyclone, undisturbed, tender breeze, unexcited. Absolutely. Read. Namukto vishaya dvishta nava vishaya lolupaha asansaktamana nityam prapta praptamam upasnute samadhana 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 hita hita vikalpanaha Sunyachito na janati kaivalyam iva sanstitaha. So such a person, muktaha, na vishaya dveshta No Vishaya Lolupa. One who is free has no Vishaya Dvashta, doesn't hate any sense object. Vishaya Dvashta. Doesn't hate any sense object. Doesn't resist any sense object. Whether it is a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell or a sight, birth, death, type of thoughts, any dimension, whether it is level of the physical body, level of the sense organs, level of the thoughts, level of the creation, everything as it is beautiful. There is no condition. If only it will be like this, I will be happy. No conditions apply. Are you happy? Yes. Why? But why? There is no reason. I accept everything as it is. I am the happiness itself. There are no conditions apply. Therefore, this person has no conditions to be fulfilled. Are you getting that? This person has no conditions. That is why everybody feels comfortable around him. Because he has no conditions to be fulfilled. For to be around him, no conditions needs to be fulfilled. That is where some people get misunderstanding, wrong ideas. You know what wrong ideas? Since suppose you live with a wise man and he goes around you, accepting you, goes around you, accepting you. So you suddenly get a sense that, hey, if I am accepted, you are being accepted now here suddenly. Then anywhere else you go, you are not accepted. So what do people think? What do you say? What shall you say? These people are fools. Because this person who is going around you to accept you doesn't give you a sense of limitation. So that can create a delusion that other people are all fools. No, other people may be like the innocent child. What the child says? The emperor's new clothes. Everybody says emperor's new clothes are beautiful. But the child says, hey, naked, what new clothes? There are no new clothes, they are naked. That is the time you get angry with the other people. Understand? Na Vishaya Dvashta, na Vishaya Lolupa. Accepting everything as it is, no conditions apply. For me to be happy with myself, no conditions apply. You can be anybody, you can be anything, you can do anything, but I am happy with myself. You don't blame God. You don't blame anybody. How can I be happy with me? He took away my clothes, He stole my money. Yes, he stole my money, he caused me some inconvenience. It will not make me unhappy. For my happiness does not depend upon my money being there or not being there. There will be some inconvenience, okay. If I can take it, I can take it. Doesn't matter. Hey, please understand. Somebody takes your money, you can complain. When time snatches your life, what happens? Can you take it? And after your life is snatched, what happens to your 5,000 acres? 50 million rupees in the bank? 500 cars you have put in the garage, what happens to them? What do you know? How do you know? Can you impact afterlife situations? Afterlife means I am not talking about some heaven and hell. After your departure from this world, what your people will do to what you have possessed, how do you know? Many families I have seen. You have seen one family, of course your friend's family also you have seen. I see so many families. I have seen people, they try their best to saving for what? Old age, right? Saving for old age. The man will go by auto, won't go in spend money in a car or a taxi. The person put the simplest of the clothes. Even the children send some, some soaps and branded soaps and branded shampoos. That also will be kept exactly like a shopping center. The day the person dies, there is a shopping center in the house and every paisa is calculated, 40 lakhs deposit here, fixed deposit, 30 there. The children get surprised as to why the father was not spending all these things, but suddenly they see all these things. The person never lived his life. That was his obsession. The day he passes, The 4, 5, whatever the number, 7, 10 football team or a basketball team, whatever in the house, 8, 10 together, all right, sell it off. I am in America, you are in London, that means in Dubai, this fellow is in Kallagurji. Huh? Divide, take it. Even the same 11 will not think, I have made millions in America, I have made it. Let my brother who is in Kallagurji take my portion. That is not possible. That this money is windfall. It was of no meaning to you. It never existed in your life, but you cannot give it away. Why? The moment you say it is mine, it's mine. However these people will be happy in life, tell me. Before death, dead. After death, of course, miserable. Are you getting that? And who cares after death what happens? Things. How do you get angry with anybody? Or how do you become friendly with anybody? Listen carefully. A friend suggests you invest, I am investing in this business, you also invest 10 lakhs. So I believed in you, I also invested. You crashed, I crashed. Now what do I do? Can I tell the friend, you told me to put it there, so now you give it back to me? No. How do you? So shall that friend become an enemy? Human situations, friends, there is no foolproof situations. That is why do not put conditions for your happiness. If this is how my son behaves, this is how my daughter behaves, this is how my husband behaves, this is how my friends behave, this is how the government behaves, this is how my, God does these things. You put conditions, you shall be miserable. A person who is happy with himself, unconditional life, unconditional. Everything as it is, fantastic. Na Vishaya Dvashta, neither hates anything, nor Vishaya Lolupa, nor craves for anything. If there is a craving, and listen carefully, you can be very happy with yourself, happily you can crave. That craving has no sting in it. Happily you can resist something, but the resistance has no sting in it. You understand? Like the snake which has no fang. The snake, when the fangs are removed, whoosh, but you are not afraid of it because ineffective. Like the dagda vijavat, like the fried seed. You fry the groundnut and put it on the ground, it will not germinate. It looks like a seed, but doesn't germinate. So the wise person, you can also behave as though you have got a, Vishaya, you don't like that or you want this, but in reality it doesn't sting you or sting anybody else. Most important, it doesn't sting you. That's why you can be child with a child, murkha with a fool you are a fool, with a wise you are wise, with a happy man you are happy, with an unhappy you are unhappy, with a miserable you are miserable. Taile tailam, jale jalam. In the water you are water, merge. In the oil, merge. Invisible, in the name of the game. Everywhere you are as it is. Are you getting that? Namukto is asansaktamana nityam prapta bhasnati. It doesn't care for whether he is getting something, not getting something. Asansaktam, no sansakti. There is no dependence, no attachment of any kind. It's there, fantastic. Not there, excellent. Wow, think it out for yourself. Samadhana, asamadhana. Ahita, ahita vikalpana. Samadhana, asamadhana. There are some problems which could be resolved. Asamadhana, which could not be resolved. Both are fine. It could be resolved, excellent. Could not be resolved, excellent. What can I do? Swami, that's very difficult. You have to resolve everything, Really? Can you resolve everything? What is incurable disease? What is incurable disease? A disease cannot be cured. Are you living with it or shall you die because of that? A particular disease cannot be cured. So, enjoy living as long as you are there. Certain situations in life may not be fixed. So what? Live with it. Once you learn to live with it, everything becomes beautiful. Like there was a king, there was a gardener, a royal gardener. The royal gardener, he was taking care of the royal garden, and then he suddenly discovers lot of weeds are coming. So he clean best to make it absolutely spick and span. He want to remove all the weeds, tried his best, could not do it. So he goes to the old gardener in the kingdom, and he says, hey, you are taking care, tell me how to do this. This particular weed is coming, I don't know what to do. Then this other man said, okay, do something. So he did it. After 1 month he goes back, no effect. Okay, do this. Again he went there, did it, no effect. 3-4 times, he did 3-4 things, but nothing happened. Then he goes back to them and says, what you mean to say, all these things you did, nothing happens? He said, no. All right, then you do, this is the last thing, and there is nothing else to do after this. What is that? Learn to live with the weeds. You can't weed it out, no? Learn to live with it. Certain things you cannot weed out. Can you weed out the death of your body? Aging nature of the body, aging nature of the sense organs, fragile nature of relationship, fragile nature of human beings, fragile nature of anything, cannot. Learn to live with it. How? You shall learn to live with it, not out of desperation, frustration, helplessness, but out of sheer strength that I am the absolute immortal happiness itself. The mortality of the body will not be changed, but I am not mortal. The relationship cannot be sustained. My happiness doesn't depend upon it. Things shall change around. I am the changeless absolute. That is the only way. And this is a happy acceptance, not a helpless, frustrating acceptance. Are you getting that? Happy acceptance. This is what I am. I wish everybody is nice. It will be nice. But everybody is not nice. What to do? Chalta. I am very happy. I wish this food is there. But this food is not available. What to do? Chalta. I am very happy. My husband should behave like that. My wife should behave like that. My children, my people, my friends should behave like that. But things don't go in the same way. It's all right. No, don't try to be very, sort of patronizing about other people. My husbands are like that, my wives are like that, my children are like that, they are all like that. What to do? Really? Don't be patronizing. Start with yourself. Your mind you have tried to change 1,000,000 times. Have you succeeded in changing it? How many resolutions you have taken in New Year Day? From today, no smoking. Today, no drinking. Today, I am not. I will never be angry. How many days? But you are never angry with yourself. My wife tells me she will not do this anymore, but she does. My husband told me like, he will not behave like this, but he behaves anymore. Hey, how many times your own mind which you are dealing with 24, 30, 365. How many times it has done exactly what you have decided to do? Never. And what did you do to yourself? Did you cut off your head? No. Don't destroy others. Please. No, Swamiji, I can leave, but the trouble is we are in the same house, you see. Same house. Something happens there and nothing happened to me. How can it be possible? Really? Think. Just think. Suppose you are a very happy person. Think, you are a happy person and they are also living happily. They have their house, they have their car. How do you feel? You don't expect anything from them. They are happy, you are happy. But by chance they are miserable, you cannot take it. Why? Because you are happy. Listen, because you are happy with their happiness, you become unhappy with their unhappiness. When you are the happiness itself, who you are, you shall be happy with their happiness. But you are not You are not unhappy for their unhappiness. You are happy, accepting their unhappiness. Understand the situation. Not I'm happy with their happiness, unhappy with their unhappiness. Yeah, unhappiness means here the unhappiness is more like a sympathy. I am happy with myself. If wish this can be like that, beautiful. Not like that, what to do? Because you cannot live somebody's life. Can you live somebody's life? Please ask, can you live somebody's life? You have not been able to do that with your own mind. Your own mind is throwing some thought, you go crazy. If you learn to live with your own mind, for whatever the condition, if you remain undisturbed, happy, aware of yourself, whole creation will be the same. Very peaceful. Like the turtle, you carry your security with yourself. You carry your happiness with yourself, wherever you go, whatever you do. Such a person. Na hita ahita vikalpana. Neither he thinks this is beneficial to me or this is harmful for me. Hita ahita. Samadhana asamadhana. Everything must be resolved or could not be resolved. There is hita, something beneficial to me or something detrimental, harmful to me. There is no such thing. Nothing can make me better than who I am. Nothing can take away anything away from me. Na vardhate na kanya. Neither I reduce by anything, neither I grow by anything. Infinity. That's my nature. Sunya chito na janati. Sunya chitta. The mind is absolutely at peace with itself. No reactions, no retaliations, no helplessness. Absolute fulfillment within himself. Kaivalyamiti sanstita. Kaivalyamiti sanstita. He is kevalasya bhava, where there is kevala means no differences of any kind. Three types of differences they say. Swagata Veda, Vigata Veda, Swajatiya Veda, Vijatiya Veda, Swagata Veda. Three types of differences. Please see. This is a flower. So there is a difference in this flower itself. Petal, stem, center, core, like that. There is a Sajatiya Veda. This is flower, but this is temporary flower, this is early flower, something like that. Then Vijatiya Veda means this is a flower and this is a paperweight. Different. So three differences. Differences between two species, difference obtained in the members of the same species, and again the differences obtained in the given member of a species. These are the three Vedas, three differences in life. In consciousness, all the three differences are gone. In itself, in consciousness, there is no hand, leg, tail, different parts. Since there are no parts, there is no differences within itself. Sajatiya Bhada, there is no similar type of consciousness. This is another consciousness, this is another type of consciousness, childhood consciousness, youthful consciousness, old age consciousness, there is no such stuff. And there is no Vijatiya Veda, because there is nothing other than the consciousness. Kaivalya. There is nothing other than itself, in and through everything. There is no similar thing, there is nothing similar to it. Therefore, no Sajatiya Veda, same consciousness. There are no parts like hands, legs, head. Is one absolute whole. So there is no differences whatsoever. Kaivalyam sanstita. Everything as it is, always beautiful. Okay? Next 2 verses we shall see. Next class we will finish it. Okay? Have a really nice time. Please think over this. Close your eyes. Please think over that statement I was talking to you in the beginning of the class. The whole creation is so imposing that by looking at it, you lose sight of your eyes. The vast physical universe so imposing, you lose sight of your body. as it happens outside, so also within. There are so many thoughts, overwhelming memories. You lose sight of consciousness yourself. When the eyes see the world, the thoughts do not help the eyes to see the consciousness in whose presence eyes see the objects. Sometimes eyes may not be able to see, like a blind man. The blind is not unconscious. So consciousness always remains the same. Your eyes cannot see the thoughts, ears cannot hear it. There is no perception of the thoughts. You are conscious of your thought. There is no sense organ activity in thought level. You are conscious of your thoughts. Thoughts are there, you are there. Thoughts go steady. Always in meditation. You don't have to say I to be. No words needed, no thoughts needed. To be consciousness, nothing is needed. To be conscious, the body is needed. Beauty with a form is beautiful. Without the form, beauty itself. Fragrance with a shape, the fragrant flower. Fragrance needs nothing. Immortality doesn't need a form. Mortality needs a form. Immortal, manifesting itself. Meditation, natural. To be meditative, a thought is needed, a body is needed. To be the meditation, nothing is needed. To live in meditation, body is needed. See that, be that. Thank you, friends. Just enjoy living, see these things clearly, nicely.